The seventh program to arrange a series of 32-bit numbers, either in the ascending order or in the descending order. So condition is what? Number should be of 32 bits. Okay. So before we could start this, let me take you for a conceptual explanation how this program will work. Okay. Here. So can you see this paint software which I have shown? Can you see now the paint environment or a window? Right now? Yes, okay. I will use the same annotations from this Zoom app. See, here I will draw one array. Okay, and one more array. This is what a memory space, right? So then what I do is, okay, so here I call this name of array as C value, and this I call it as D value. Name, just for my purpose I am using C value and D value. Okay. Next, C value starts from address called as 06C. Okay, it's a starting address. D value starts from some number called as 4000. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to store the values like this. In first location 44, second location 44, third location 44, and fourth location again 44, and I will close this area. Now question is, what should be the value I should write here? Okay, see, now I will explain this. Please concentrate. So this is the address at this position. Okay, so if we take internally how they are made up of, again there are 4 subsections. Each have different location count. Location count means location number. This location which is here is called as 6C. Okay, so then comes blue color. This is called as up to this much 6D. Then 6E. Then comes 6F. Okay, so the next number starts at the address of 70. Okay, so let me assume a number. I think wait, I will use same explanation as of an array of the problem, whatever I am going to use in the program only. So 1 second. Four one 3 2. That's a 4132. Okay, right? Okay, coming back to this. So here next I will store 32-bit number 11 like this. Okay, this is second of value. Next value is this much 33, again 33, again 33 and 33. Last numbers are 22, then 22, then 22 and 22. Okay, so this C value array I have already started, means loaded, but D value is empty, or you can imagine zeros in every position. Okay, now can you give in the chat box answers at this point? What should be the answer here? Here is a question mark. So for that, what I should understand is, see, if you want, you can use this point. It's called 70, 71, 72, 73. I repeat, 70, 71, 72, 73. Are you can you see this paint? Yes or no? Where I am drawing the memory layout? Can you see the paint? Yes. Okay, fine. Now, what is the answer here? If this is a 70 and a 71, 72 and 73, so this number here 74, please remember this, it's a very important. It is going to be 7475 here. Okay, so then 7677, then comes 78. So 78 is here. I will make a small line so you will not get any confusion. Okay, so 78, 79, 7A, last is 7B. Hope you understood now. Okay, so step number 1, understand how the data is stored in original array. What is the original array name? C value. Okay, so now please remember this point, very important. I have to take whole copy of C value array into D value. Why is, okay, I will try to explain this with the help of a program or a software itself. I will go back to the environment, okay, and I will share here the software window. Okay, now you see. I think I lost whatever I have drawn so far. Sorry. Okay, fine. Anyway, I will assume that you understood how the data is stored. See now, very important. This is a name of an array called C value. Okay, this is a name of array called C value, which I want to sort either in ascending order or in a descending order. If it is ascending order, first number will become 1, 2, 3, 4. If it is a descending order, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I cannot rewrite in the same C value array because C value array is present in the area called code, where option only allowed is for read. So I cannot rewrite and means rearrange and write there. So I have to prepare one more area who is a data type, where I can do read as well as write operation. Hence, I have created a new area, and there I have defined my own array name called as D value. And initially, as I told, I have loaded all values with the zeros. Or even if I don't define, then also no problem. Okay, hope you understood this point. Please do reply in the chat box, because the program is little lengthy compared to the previous all the programs. So any doubts here, you can ask in the chat box or unmute yourself and ask the doubts. Okay. So meanwhile, let me tell you one more time. This part of a program which I have right now selected from line number 1 to 44, it's a code area allowed for read operation only. That means I cannot modify the data. But since the work is rearranging this array, I cannot do that because it's a read only. I have to recreate or I have to create one more special area which is allowed for read as well as write. And it's not a simple work like taking a number and storing, like how we decided among 4 numbers, smallest we calculated and we printed in the data value. Okay, and also what small largest number we identified and printed here. But here is a case where continuously values may change. I cannot say all numbers are smaller than 4 only. Okay, see, there may be a number which is bigger than 4 also, which it is a dynamically keeps on changing. See here, 4 is less than 1, 4 is greater than 1, 4 is greater than 3, 4 is greater than 2, no problem. 4 may be in a correct position, but 1 is not greater than 3. So what we have to do, we have to exchange them. After exchanging, again we have to consider what? Updated array. That's what important part. So because we are about to consider an updated array in our program discussion, it is very important to have a copy of whatever is a C value array in the D value. For that, please concentrate. This portion of the program will work. You have to remember now by activity. You cannot remember it easily like instructions. Don't try to remember and write in the examination. Try to understand it thoroughly. Okay, now you see what is this line? Move R8 comma hash means I am going to use total 4 values, and all the 4 values are 32-bit number. I hope I will not write this. If I write once, you need to understand. Okay, see this. This is a notation of 4 and this much. Okay, so if you continue like this for another 7 times here, so you will get a total of 32-bit numbers, 32 bits notation. So same way, what is the notation for 1? 00001. Notation for 3, 0011. Notation for 2, here 0010. Okay, please repeat all the same values of a row in a 7 times. If you repeat 7 times, total length will be 32 bits. Hence, this 32-bit value same is copied into D value array. So what you can see in the D value array is all the values are 4, 1, 3, 2 will getting copied. Okay, see now there are 4 values. Okay, there are 4 values. Start from C value, store into D value. Hope you understood. Start from C value address, keep on storing into D value address. Any doubts here? Before I could start a loop called transfer, we can ask. Otherwise, I will consider you understood and we will go for the next loop. Very, very important loop. So I have a loop called transfer, in which this is important. I will take a value from R2 pointer and copy that value in R1 register, and I will store that value present in R1 to a location pointed by R3 pointer. Now question, what is R2 pointer? You can see here. Okay, let me increase a little size. So what is R2 pointer? Do answer in the chat box. R2 pointer is what? Which array? C value array. I'm taking a data because it's a load. What I'm doing in the next instruction, I'm storing whatever is present in R1, I'm storing to where R3 is pointing. Now the question, what is R3? D value. Now you can see here, C value array has a values. D value array doesn't have any value. Instead, it is a garbage. So what happens? This R1, sorry, bracket R2, R1 load. Okay, now please go on answering the questions in the chat box. What is this hash 4 indicates? Hash 4 indicates. Don't give name of addressing mode. Try to give explanation. And let me ask a few of you. So here, Sabira, is Sabira present there? Unmute. Can you try to answer this question? What happens for the line number 9?
Yes, sir.
Line number 9.
Four will be stored.
4 will be stored. Where it will be stored?
It will copy to R2. Sir.
My God. Wrong answer. Can any other try before we could? No, Pritam is wrong. Satvik, USN 71. I think you all have forgot whatever you have studied previously.
R1 plus 4 is stored in R2.
No, wrong. So wrong. What is this bracket indicates? Where is a plus here? So nobody is understanding the lectures then. What is the brackets indicates? See, you are attending a class. Once you finish a class, you are not practicing the programs. I have given the software software downloadable link. Every Saturday and Sunday is a free. If you don't invest a time in understanding the program, definitely it is difficult for you to understand this module 2 as well as module 1 plus full lab programs. Hope it will be difficult for you if you don't practice. Nobody giving correct answer. What's at least a bracket indicates. That's the sad part from your side. Okay. So it is my duty to explain. I will explain, but understanding is up to you. Okay. So bracket indicates it's a pointer. Okay. So if it is a pointer, R2 is pointing for an array called C value. C value I have shown in just now in the diagram. It is starting with the address. Let me write here 06C. Okay. This address is 070. This address is 074 and this address is 078. Just now I have drawn. Okay. So please imagine the same diagram. Horizontally I have drawn. Vertically you imagine. See now. What is the address of C value? 06C. That's the address. Okay. From 06C, take a value. What is there in a 06C value? 4444. Where it will copied onto R1. Hence, what is the content of R1 by end of line number 9 is 4444 like that. Next operation is what? Whatever is in R1, store it into R3 pointer. So what is a pointer of R3? R3 is D value. So let us assume D value as 4000. As I told you, I'm going to assume 4000 as a value. Correct? So value of 4000. Now what happens? Take a data from position number 6C. What data you will get? This much. Where to copy? Copy into where a pointer is 4000. So this will be replaced with 4444. Okay. So this happens for one time. Since addressing mode is post index, every fetch, after every fetch, update R2. Okay. So let me go for debug and you will understand the values. Okay. Now you see first R8 will become 4. Here you can see R8 is nothing here. That became 4. LDR of R2 C value. Okay. So you can see here 6C. In the memory window 1, I will show you 6C. See here 6C, 6D, 6E, 6F, 70, 71, 72, 73. I have drawn just in the paint 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 7A, 7B. This is what the memory arrangement starting from 6C ending at 7B. Okay, this is what a value. After every load, it is not a byte, it is not a H, it is a LDR. No byte, no H means we have to fetch 32 bits. If we fetch 32 bits, see this. If I take only this location, 8 bits, total 16. 1, 2, 3, total 24. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I take all 4, then what happens is I will get a 32 bits. Okay. So that's why I'm going to fetch all these values onto R1. Next, same all the 32-bit values storing into R3. Now the question, what is R3? I have not yet calculated. Let me calculate. You can see here in the R3 window 4000, which I have assumed as 4000 here. Okay. So you have got a initial value of a C array, initial value of a D array. Initial value of C array is 6C. Initial value of D array is 4000. Okay. So now the work starts. That is called as transfer. Okay. As I told, what is R2? You can see here. R2 is what? 6C. If I click here 6C, what I will get is 44. Okay. So I will take 44 if it was a byte. I will take 44 if it was a H. Since I don't have a byte and H, I have to take continuously 4 locations. Location 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 6C, 6D, 6E, 6F. Okay, all those 4 locations, if I take, what I will get is 44444 in R1. You can see here right now R1 is nothing, that will become okay. And also very important, what is present R2? Present R2 is 6C. Once you take these numbers, so our next pick will be from 11111. Hence, your updated value should be of +4. So 6C becomes 70. And also see this R2 will become 70 and R1 will become 444. That is what our expected answer. See, answer of R1 is 4444. R2 is 70. You can see the red symbol there. Okay, now, where is the value? What you have fetched is, it is present in the register R1. That means the line number 9 is completed. What is line number 10 will do? Whatever is in R1, that should be stored onto R3. Now question, what is R3? 4000. So I will go for one more memory window here, and the second memory window I have taken already. So that is here. Can you see here? What is there in us? 4000, 4001, 2, 3, 4, nothing. But what is my intention? Whatever is there in a C value, that I want to copy into D value. Hence here 444 will come into the copied. You can see there. Yes, 444 has been stored. So what you did, you have transferred first time 32-bit data from a C value to D value. Now question, how many times this transfer should work? Can anybody give the answer in a chat box? How many times this transfer should work? How many values we have in a C array? 4 times. Okay. Can you give this 4 in terms of register instead of number counting? Can you give this number 4 in terms of register? Which register is responsible to check whether transfer is done completely or partial transfer is done? How you will check? See, the same 4 number you have stored in the R8. That's why R8 will be decreased by 1. That means one number out of 4, one number is copied. So that means what? How many are remaining? If 4 numbers are there to transfer, one number we have transferred means 3 more numbers are remaining. How to get 3 more numbers? I hope you know, for I equal to 4, I less than or equal to 0, I minus minus. Same way, subtract R8 by 1. So R8 is a counter who will keeps observation how many numbers are copied, how many numbers are about to copy. Okay, so if R8 is not a 0, what it indicates? If R8 is not a 0, still there are numbers to transfer. If R8 becomes a 0, definitely all transferring is done from C value to D value arrays. Okay, so how many times transfer will works, or transfer will work for 4 times? Let's see now. Okay, also I will show. First I have shown you number is fetched, which is in a red color, number is stored, which is in a green color. Okay, so like this 4 times it will work. Okay, so one more time, that's what is the value. Okay, now question. I hope I have moved one step ahead. So what is the second value we are going to fetch from the location? You can see here, red color, 1 we have fetched. We have fetched 1 from the location. So what happens? 1 here, 1. Will it be copied? And if copied, from which location it will get stored to? From which location it will get stored? No. 70 is fetching. 4004 is destination. You are right. Taranpreet Singh is correct. It will store to 4004. See, this is 4000, 1, 2, 3, 4004, 5, 6, 7. These all locations will get what value? Whatever you have fetched. What you have fetched is 111. So you can see here 111 will be storing. I think you can notice here 1111. Okay. Now, how many numbers we have copied? Out of 4, 2 numbers we have copied. So still 2 more numbers we have to copy. So that you reduce one more time, R8. So you can see here R8 2. That means 2 more numbers we have to copy. Since it is not at 0, go back and execute. Now the question, what is R2 presently and what it is going to happen next? Presently R2 74. You can come here. 6C, 6D, 6E, 6F, 70, 71, 72, 73. 74 means where it is pointing to. It is pointing to 33. Okay, it is pointing to 33. How much we have to take for 32 bits? That means location 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to take 4 continuous locations. If I take from 4 continuous locations, then only I will get a full 32 bits. So full 32 bit. And also once you take, then you should not forget to update the pointer, because if you don't update a pointer, it will again take next time when it comes again, it will take same 333 only. For that reason only we are using post index addressing mode. Now what is the number we are going to fetch third time is 3333, that you can see in a R1. See here you can see R1 is 333 and pointer is updated to 78. Okay, why? Because once you fetch, you have to update the pointer of source. So now the question, where I wanted to store? I wanted to store in the position of, I think where it is, okay, R3. What is present value of R3? 4008. 4001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4008 is here where I have clicked. Okay, so here onwards, what are the value will be stored? 33, 33, 33, 33. Total 4 locations will get a values of 33. You can see now, yes, 33 has stored. Okay, now out of 4 numbers, I have copied 3 numbers, 1 more number is remaining. So I have to go back for 1 more time transfer work. So what happens for transfer this time? What happens for transfer this time? It's the last number. From which address to which address? Can you take a help of register and show what is it from address? From address. From which address you are taking? If you want to check from address, go for memory 1. Keep counting 6C, 6D, E, F, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. So you are fetching from 7/8 address. You can see here also 7/8. So what you will fetch and how much you will fetch? You will fetch 2, 2. And how many times? 4 times, because each fetch means 8 bits. We want a 32 bits. So we have to fetch 4 times. If I fetch 4 times, what are the locations I am fetching? 7/8, 7/9, 7A, 7B. It will update to 7C. You can see here after this iteration, it becomes 7C. And what I am going to get here is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 in R1. You can see what is present R1, 2, 3, 3, 3, that becomes 2, 2, 2. You can see here, and R2 will become 7C. Now what is there? You have what you have fetched, or what you have took is 2, 2, 2, 2, that you have stored in R1. That you have stored in R1. Sorry, loaded on R1. Now question, storing. Whatever is in R1, that we have to store on to R3. Right now, what is R3 presently? 4C. Let's go for memory window. 401, 4001, 4002, 4003, 4004, 4005, 4004, 4005, 6, 7, 4008, 4009, 4000A, 4000B, 4000C. Here onwards, go on copying some locations until R1 completes. How much data is there in R1? 32 bits data is there. Hence, it will take 4 locations. So what happens? You can see here, all the data is transferred. Now, the memory starting with the 6C was only read only, means only for read purpose. The starting the memory with the 4000 onwards is allowed for both read and write. Hence, I have copied the original value, original array of 44444 1111 3333 2222 into the area where I can perform both read and write. Okay, so now that finishes copying. Okay, this is called as copying a data. Now the actual work starts. Okay, here what I suggest you is there is 8 minutes remaining in this present session. I will try to explain till the end. Okay, immediately I will start a next session. Okay, within a span of 2 to 5 minutes. Then again, please rejoin. The program is little lengthy, so don't miss the session. Okay, So coming for the next, actual work starts. That's a start one. Why I am using start one is here already we have one start. So I am using a keyword start one. Don't use same name as the earlier keyword. Okay, now R5 is 3. Why I am taking this 3 is important. If you take 4 numbers, always there exist 3 comparisons. If you take 5 numbers, there exist 4 comparisons. These you should be very careful because we have to give the values. How many numbers, what is the size of array, and how many comparisons we have to do. So it shows us how many comparisons are there. Okay, now coming for the next. R7 I am making it 0. Please remember this. This will indicate, this is explicitly we are mentioning, there is a flag whether exchange is occurred or not. Okay, if you want you can skip this because it is of a less important, but it will be helpful when we have temporarily swapped the numbers. Temporarily, if you permanently swap the numbers, no problem, but during temporary swapping it is helpful. For that reason I am using one flag. Okay, now why I am using address of a d value? Can anybody give the answer in the chat box? Why I am using address of d value? Why not c value? The explanation is same. C value becomes read only, whereas d value is in, you can see d value array is in data where read write option is allowed. Hence I am taking the address of d value. Now what is, you know already the address of d value, it's starting from 4000. Okay, so now d value is started. Hope you understood 3 counters I am using, one for number of comparisons, one for a flag, and one more for first value. You can see memory window 2, this is a d value address 4000. Okay, fine. Okay, so please concentrate now, very important. Okay, so starting from R1, what is R1 right now? Okay, let me compile along with us so that we will get the confirmation. See, this is what comparison finishes. That means transfer finishes. It will go for a start one loop, start one, R5 3, no problem, R7 0, that's also no problem. This LDR is important. Can you give the answer of R1 in the line number 18? Can you predict answer of R1? Give it in the chat box. Yes, correct, because we are working henceforth 4000 area only. Yes, you are right, 4000. Okay, loop 1 starts. Now the question, what will be the answer in R2 after the execution of line number 21? Value in the R2 after the execution of line number 21. After the execution of line number 21, what will be the R2? Okay, how to understand? Bracket of R1. What is R1 right now? 4000. Bracket of 4000 means what? It's a pointer. Correct? I think Pritham is wrong, Prekshita is wrong, Taranpreet is correct. See here, if you assume this as a 4000, bracket of 4000 means pointer. You go to 4000 location. Now question, if you have a byte B, take only one location. If you have a H here, take these 2 locations together. If you don't have B and H, take all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what happens here in R2? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 8 times will copied. And what happens for R1? This question is important. What happens for R1? Look into the addressing mode and decide. What happens for R1? See, I will type the answers. Meanwhile, you can predict. And R1 will become, what is the R1 right now? 4000 plus 4, which is equal to 4004. Okay, correct. Prekshita is right. 4004 because it's a post index addressing mode. So what is R2? Remember, you have taken first number. Okay, so what happens if you don't use this hash 4? Can you give the answer? What happens if you don't use this hash 4? So even for a next load, still you are taking 4 only. That means you are not taking first element and second element for comparison. You are taking first element, again first element for comparison. That's not a correct logic. Hence, we are doing #4 post index addressing mode. Hence, when line number 21 completes, what are our answers expected? R2 become 4, R1 become 4001. Let's see. We can see R1 become 4004 and R2 become 4444. Whatever answer we have expected. Now, what is the line number 22? Can anybody give down values? Line number 22. What is the answer of R3? Line number 2. Sorry, line number 22. Answer for correct. Why it is 1111? We can see the color change here because you have fetched it. Okay, see now. When you are entering line number 22, with what value of R1 you are entering? 4004. You are entering with 4004. So in the bracket, what you have to substitute is 4004. So 4001, 2, 3. 4004 means here onwards. Here onwards. How much? Again, if it is a byte, 1 location, half, 2 location, no half, no byte, continuously 4 locations. Location 1, that's a 4004, 4005, 4006, 4007. So these all locations I am going to fetch. Finally, what I will get in R3 is 11111. Hope you can see now 444111. We have took first two numbers. First two numbers we have took. Okay. So next, what is the next instruction? This line number 23 and 24, please study together. Please study together. Now the question, compare R2 and R3. So I will write in a short notes. What is R2? R2 is 44. Okay. And R3 is 11. Okay. So it is not only 44, it is 4444, it's 1111. Now, what you are expecting higher? Who should be higher? First number should be higher. So if first number should be higher, is the statement correct? Holds good now? Is the statement holds good? If yes, jump to line number 30, that is loop 2. Okay, let's see now. I have left with less than a minute. Okay, so immediately I'll create a session and share the link with you. Okay, now, yes, the 44 is greater than 11. Hence, I will go to line number 30. Hope you noticed here, because we wanted arrangement. Okay, some arrangement. First number bigger, second number smaller, third number again smaller, fourth number again smaller. That's a descending order. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hence 4 is not changed. 4 is not changed. Okay, next. First two number comparison is done. Now next question. Next my question is, should you compare this 4 with the 333 or this 11 with the 333? Please keep thinking, and hope I cannot explain that in the remaining time. I will recreate a session, new session.